Yeah, good morning, everyone. So, US market yesterday opened high but corrected during the day. When Indian market was open, the US futures were up by almost around 300 points on the Dow, but yesterday it ended lower. Futures are marginally positive. Asian market, which were closed in last 2 days, are negative, but otherwise the other markets are positive. Uh, so yesterday, apart from that, yesterday even the oil also came up sharply. It has declined by almost around $3. So all these concerns are emerging on account of expected recession in the US, which is likely to be near. Yesterday, Tesla declined very sharply, and also the Apple also declined very sharply because of the lower volume by the uh, Tesla for the month of December. And also, there were some concerns about the sales volume for the low supply of Apple phones. So all these are creating some concerns about the coming next 1 or 2 quarters, wherein the earnings can show declining trend in the US, and that's why market is reacting on the negative side. Uh, Apart from that, Indian market yesterday remained more of a sideway, and still the similar direction is expected today as well, uh, leading to waiting for the results seasons to start from here. We had seen quite a few bank have declared their advance growth, which had come more of a on a positive side. So that is supporting the market, whereas uh, one need to see the consumer side as well, wherein demand can slow down post Diwali season. So people are a bit confused about the results. So let us see. I think the results will be mixed bag, and market will wait for the results to take a direction from that. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. Today, the Nifty is likely to open on a flattish note and we're likely to witness some sideways momentum during a day. Yesterday, we have seen a very range-bound trading session into the Nifty. Nifty was trading within the span, within the range of almost 50, 60 points on an intraday basis. On the higher side, as of now, technically it has a very strong resistance at around 18,270 300 levels. If it's break that level, then only we can witness some positive move towards 18,370 to 400 levels on the higher side. Whereas on the downside, the immediate support is placed at 18,150. If it's break that level, then 18,080 levels can be seen on the downside. The view will remain a sideways itself as long as Nifty doesn't break the resistance levels at around 18,400. That is a strong resistance level we are witnessing from the last few trading sessions. Coming towards the Bank Nifty is looking strong compared to the Nifty because on daily basis it's making a new high, trading in the patterns of high tops, high bottoms, which gives some sort of a relief sign. On the technical front, the immediate resistance is placed at 43,730. Any move above that level, we expect the rally to be continued towards 43,850 to 43,900 levels on the higher side. On the flip side, 43,420 is the first support level. Below that level, it can test the support of 43,000. 230, 200 levels is a support. So the view is bit positive on the bank nifty as long as it sustains above 42,000, 43,200 levels. Coming towards the nifty finance, 19,330, 19,420 is the are the crucial resistance level. We need to keep eye on it. Whereas on low side, 19,180, 19,080 are the two support levels we need to keep eye on it. Stock specific as of now, Kotak Bank really looks very good on the technical charts because the bank nifty is doing very well. From the last few trading session, Kotak Bank was trading within the range of 1820 to 1835 levels. Yesterday, it has given a breakout of the range bound trading session. So we believe it has a potential to reach up to 1910, 1930 levels on the higher side. So one can take a long call in Kotak Bank with a stop loss of a 1790 for immediate target of 1910. That's it from my end. I request derivatives team to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. See, on the derivative front, not much has changed. We believe the data is around the same. The PCR around 1.1 odd. VIX continues to remain around 14 odd levels. Um, 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 the open interest has risen a little, but not that much. We believe the open interest is around 1.2 odd, and it is still relatively less. We believe Nifty should continue positive momentum up to 18,500 odd levels, which is a resistance area. 18,500, 550 once called, one should book profits. Um, on the lower end, 18,200 now has highest open interest amongst calls, but the PCR at 18,200 still above, is just about one. So it will give good support area for Nifty. So look out for the same. So 18,200 should be stop loss for longs, at least from a short term perspective. From the stock specific front, we had mentioned about the insurance sector in the rollovers, and insurance, HDFC Life, SBI Life, ICICI Prudential all have witnessed lower rollover. That means shorts have been covered. So most likely these stocks will continue to momentum on the upside, and will witness good buying action going forward. So look out for the same. That's it for my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. Railtel has received orders worth 186 crores from Southern Eastern Coalfields for a period of 5 years. So this is positive. IndusInd Bank Q3 business update is also positive. Advances grew 4.6% sequentially and 19% year on year. However, deposits grew at a slightly slower pace at 3% sequentially and 14% year on year. That's it from my side. Thank you.
As per the media sources, the monthly domestic air passenger traffic touched 1.29 crore in December 22 versus 1.16 crore in November last month, and versus 1.3 crore in December 19. So the numbers are almost reaching its pre-COVID level. This is positive for the entire airline sector. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Vedanta yesterday reported its volume numbers for Q3. Its alumina production has decreased by 6% year on year and 2% sequentially to 443,000 ton due to maintenance activities. The cast metal aluminum production at smelters has also decreased by 2% year on year and 3% quarter on quarter. Iron ore production volume was down by 2% year on year and 18% sequentially. Whereas pig iron production was higher by 66% sequentially. As in Q2, the production was impacted by shutdown in smaller blast furnace. Steel production also came lower by 13% year on year and 6% Q on Q at 306,000 ton due to maintenance activities in blast furnace. Copper production stood at 34,000 ton, down by 17% year on year, but up by 3% sequentially. So overall, this is negative for Vedanta. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, Avenue Super Smart has come up with their revenue update. Company has said that they had reported revenue of around 11,305 crores in Q3 FY23 versus last year revenue of around 9,065, which is up by around 25%. But if we see it from a 3-year CAGR, it works out to around 18.7%. Whereas in the previous quarter, that is Q2, when 3-year CAGR we see, it was at around 20.4%. So we see that there is some sales slowdown in Q3 as compared to the previous quarters. So and also it is lower by around 300-400 crores as against expectations for this third quarter. So looks lower for Avenue Super Smart. So have some marginal negative impact on the company. Apart from that, there was yesterday news roaming around about the Orient Cement that it may be acquired by Adani. We had seen similar type of news for various companies in the past also, but nothing has materialized up till now. So one need to be careful about that. If we consider, then if suppose it gets sold off to any of the company, or if the company gets sold off, then there is a lot of value, because right now it is somewhere around $48 per ton valuations. We had seen in past that the company gets sold anywhere between $100 $120. So there is enough room if it gets sold off. But we need to wait and get it. We need to understand it properly, that whether it is getting sold off or not. Then Som Distillery has said that they had captured a very good sizable market share in Karnataka market, specifically in one of their product segment, wherein the price range is around 450 rupees for the whiskey. So there they had captured a very good market shares immediately on the launch. So this will act as a positive for Som Distillery. Then Themis Medicare has launched one of the product in which is a global brand in Indian market. So that is related to women monopoles treatment. So this will act more of a positive for Themis Medicare. So yesterday, Music Broadcasting has announced the record date for the non-convertible preference shares, which they had issued or which they had announced long back in 2 years back around to 2020. And they got approval from NCLT very recently, and now they had announced the record date of 13 Jan. Herein, the Music Broadcasting will be issuing one preference shares for every 10 share held right now. The current CMP is around 25 rupees. One for every 10, but the face value will be 10 at a premium of 90. So 100 rupees they will be giving, and which will be redeemed after 36 months at rupees 120. And the dividend rate is 0.1%. So the current fair value of this preference dividend work out to around 81 point some paisa, which is equivalent to, since the ratio is 1:10, the 8 rupees 10 paisa is the equity value which is there in the 25 rupees of the share price. So that lead to the price of the price of the equity share X preference share is somewhere around 16 and a half. And what we see that the fair value of this share should be around 20-21 rupees. So that give headroom for around 12-13% in this way. And apart from that, the preference share, if someone hold on for a 10% CAGR return, can give at a price of 81 rupees and then redemption price of 120, it can get 10 rupees CAGR return for 10%. So this is more of a investment in more of a bond type of yield. So this instrument will be listed. So for steady return, it can act as a positive for the company. So looks positive. We recommend to buy this stock at current price for reasonable return. Now request technical commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, we witnessed some profit taking in across commodities, and today, if gold sustains below 55,800, then we might see some profit taking till 55,500 to 55,400. Whereby again one can buy at 54, 55, 400, and overall prices are positive, but one should buy on dips. In silver, if prices trade above 70 to 50, then we might see some fresh buying, as there could be some profit taking, and prices could test 69 700 to 69 300. Thereby again one can buy. Crude oil prices are expected to test 6,300, and selling around 64 60 64.70 is recommended, with a stop loss of 65.50. Natural gas might test 330 320 levels on the lower end. However, it is weak below 350. Prices have been in oversold territory, but still, if one can get 320, then for a trading purpose, one can initiate a buy with a stop loss of 314. And in copper, there should be a pullback till 721, and again there could be some selling pressure. So sell around 21 22, and maintain a stop loss of 726. In zinc, one can buy for a pullback and maintain a stop loss of 267. On upside, 271, 272. And aluminum, we had seen drastic fall yesterday. So there should be a pullback till 206, 207 levels. However, on downside, 202 seems to be a good support area. That's it from me. I'll ask Riya to take over from here.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. So on the currency front, we had seen dollar index making a reverse in yesterday's session, trading above the level of 104. Right now it is at 104.47. This is purely based on a weaker pound and euro. Yesterday was the session when the Europe came out of its holiday season, and we had seen the sentiment or the pure optimism moving away from the euro and pound, even after we have received some quite hawkish statement from the ECB itself. So a lot needs to be done by the ECB. Just by alone rate hikes will not be sufficient enough. They have to think about how to get the liquidity out of the market in order to get a good grip on the inflation. So in today's session, yesterday we have seen sharp decline into the domestic pairs of Euro INR and Pound INR. Today we could see some pullback happening. Euro could test 87.92 to 88 in today's session. So one can go long on for the same with an SL at around 87.60. In pound also, we could see some pullback happening towards 99.83 and 100 levels. You can go long into pound as well by keeping an SL at around 99.15. For JPY INR, some uh, pressure will continue to remain into the pair. Downside is estimate it could test the levels of 63.52 on the lower side, and thus I'll wait for it to get you can go short on the higher highs into the JPY INR towards 63.85 or so. So look for the range of the same to go short into the pair. For USD INR, it is trading at around 82.97. We have seen it giving a breakout, but it didn't sustain the same, and it has again pulled back below the levels of 83. In today's session, if it surpasses the level of 83.08, 83.10, you could see it rallying towards 83.26, 83.41. Otherwise, it will again follow the consolidation behavior in the intraday session within the levels of 83 to 82.80 levels. So that's all on the currency front. Thank you.